All right, here we go. Let's open this thing up. Hi everybody, Jim from County Corvette. I have a 68 435 Coupe here. This is a real 45,000 mile car. It's been modified a little bit. So let's talk about what's not correct before I tell you what is correct. It's got an L88 hood, which obviously it's not an L88. It should have a big block hood. It has, it's called mid-year side exhaust. And then it has aluminum mag wheels, which is kind of a misnomer. Mag is short for magnesium, but that's what we call them. So that's what's wrong with the car. What's right with the car is it's a real rally red 68 435 with a black interior. The interior is 100% bone stock with the exception of the front carpets. And I mean, it's really nice. Original seat belts, dash. Dash has never been apart. Door panels, shoulder harnesses, rear compartment carpets. It's just really a great car. Always a garage car from what the interior shows. No rust. The frame is beautiful on this car. Original engine, original trans, original rear, original carburetors, original distributor. Really, really correct and original under the hood. For me, I was telling the sales manager here, if this was yellow, if this was Safari yellow, I would keep this car because I grew up, my father had one and it had been burned. The frame must have caught on fire, 390. And I have yet to find a 435 yellow that is worthy of restoring. This one is. Being a red car and as pure as this car is, but what a great car to start with. It's never been damaged or hit. You know, just really a cool, pure car. I believe the tank sticker's still in place. I can see some remnants of it. We didn't pull it down, but I really did look this car over, and it is an original engine car, like I said, and original frame. Just all the right stuff is there to make an incredible NCRS car. And window glass. If that's what somebody wanted to do, or drive it like it is. Some people really like this look. It's a 70s look. It's not a 2024 look, but to each his own. I don't know. I think personally, I think somebody should restore this car back to what it was. I think for the price, there's room in there for somebody to do it. If it was a hobby type deal where you kind of did some of it yourself, if you had us do it, you'd be upside down in the car, and that's okay too. I mean, people do that. It's not always about the final value. It's about getting what you want, and a red 435 this pure, hard to come by. So that's the skinny on it. We're going to take it out for a drive. The car runs great, and it's just really a unique car that I don't see much of them anymore. So without further ado, let's take this thing for a ride and have some fun. All right, so this thing, I didn't mention in the intro video, this engine's been rebuilt and properly done. It was actually done at a machine shop here in Havertown, Pennsylvania, which back in the day, they were the shop. That was the place to go. And I can tell you, it runs, as it should. It's got the right compression, feels really, it's got the right pop to it. It's got good gas in it. We're running Sunoco race fuel. That's how we set these cars up too, because we did do some work on it. I think we went through the carbs. I think in my description here I wrote that there was about a $9,000 bill with the prior owner to get this car sorted. It had been sitting for some time, and sorted it is. It really. He did what we recommended, and that's necessary to sell a car like this. So surely it was value added, even if somebody restored this car. You're going into it knowing that the car's sound and sorted. And we're not quite warmed up here. It's a cold day, so we're back up to high idle. pipes. Hopefully you'll be able to hear this video, hear me speak, and I don't want to have to yell because it's the, well, I need to have my voice, so we'll try to do this without getting too loud. But I'll tell you what, it really does sound like it should. Yeah, we're still not warmed up yet. Shifter actually is, that's what they were back in the day. They still feel good. Fits my fist well. Yeah, all the dash in here, everything's completely original. The fiberworks, optics still work. Not real well. Alright, well, not at all. Not with the turn signals. I thought I saw the brake lights work there. But really, it's the same circuit, the turn signal and brake lights, so. Alright. Now I know we went through the carburetors. These are all dated correct carburetors for this engine, the original carbs, which really is quite amazing. It's a bare bones, actually it's power brakes, I can feel it. Car goes down the road nice. Steering wheel's off center a tad, but generally speaking, the car feels great. Power brakes feel really good in this car. Now I know we did the brakes on it, at least calipers, so really feels good. But as I said in the early part of the video, I can just tell you this is a car that was always kept inside. You're not going to have door panels that held up this long, and seat covers, that dash pad, if it wasn't always kept indoors. So that's really a cool thing. I love seeing cars this way. It's just so pure, so nostalgic. I love it. The other thing is too, the T-top insert panels, they, they're not all, they're made of cardboard. They're not sagging, so they were never wet. All right, here we go. Let's open this thing up. About 5,500, it felt like. It broke up the first time just because it probably hasn't been run like that in so long, but really feels good. This engine's dialed in. This engine feels fresh. hesitation, but it runs the way it should. It's loud, it's really loud. It's too loud for my delicate eardrums that have seen better days. But yeah, I like it. Obviously, you couldn't get side exhaust in 1968, so this is a lot louder than it ever was. But yeah, that sounds like a 67 435. And these are not like repro pipes. These are actually very well sought after because the original big block side exhaust has a very specific sound to it. You just can't get it with the repros. So good stuff. I still think it's a car that should be restored back to its original glory. 68s are really different than 69s in a lot of ways. Really nuanced. A lot of unique stuff on 68s and even early 68s. So it's hard to find them in pure condition like this to start with. So it's a cool car. And that's that. The car really could use some driving. It really hasn't been driven in a while. The timing feels right. And I know we did plugs and I believe wires and all that stuff. So I just think it needs to be driven, maybe another carb adjustment. But it runs good. There's a little hesitation on when the secondaries kick in, and there's some adjustment with that. They're vacuum actuators. So there's a little bit of adjustment that can be done there. It actually feels like they open a little too fast. But a great car, really, really a great car. God, if I needed another project in my life, this would be it. But I don't have time to do 90% of what I'm already engaged in now. But I would love to have this as a winter project for a full NCRS type restoration. So anyway, great car for the money. If you're looking for something under the radar, under the money that you can, chip away at, really take a good look at this car. We've priced it where it doesn't have a tank sticker, but I believe it does have one. So that would be the first thing I would do, would be to pull the tank and get that out and get that authenticated if possible, and that's going to add significant value. But this is the original engine, no question about it. It's never been altered. There's a little bit of sanding on the deck surface where it was cleaned up a little bit, but it's not been altered. It hasn't been fly cut or anything like that. Just somebody hit it with some sandpaper, which is normal. I prefer not to, but when they trued up when they clean up the deck surfaces, guys will run an aluminum block with 80 grit paper just to check it, and that's how they did it back in the day. A lot of machine shops would just fly cut it, and that's that. But great car. Let us know if you're interested, and we'll make something happen. We'll take trades, and it could be a really, really fun project for somebody, or just drive it as it is. All right, thanks for watching the video.